Logan on platform 2. Oh, my goodness.
A monster bench press there.
347 made it look like 147, and that's 2-to-1. That's a good lift. Shifting over to platform 1 here, Maxwell Mercer. His second attempt at 358 pounds. Taking his time, getting set up under the bar there. Now with the bench press, you do have the option to get a lift off from that head spotter, and with equipped lifting, it's almost a requirement to get that lift off from the head spotter because of how technical that equipment is.
Oh. We saw that right side of the plate got stuck on the pin of the rack, so.
And now in situations like that, I'm not sure if you're aware, but would that be a relift in that situation?
I believe so, because it is like an equipment failure, or like a technicality there. But again, it comes down to the jury's decision.
Absolutely.
Whether or not they deemed it worthy of a relift or not.
And now if it is a relift, he does, obviously he's not going to go right now. He's going to go obviously at the end of the flight. And then once he picks his spot back in the lineup, he'll have plenty of time. But we see the jury deliberating there.
The jury's currently talking to our chief referee, Tom Goodwin.
And now, I don't know, all of these referees here on platform 1 that we're seeing in the jury, insane accolades for the 4 of them. I mean, most of these individuals, Kathy Marksteiner, Tony Goodwin, I mean, these people have been in powerlifting for decades, multiple-time national champions, world champions, and so we're really seeing the best of the best in officiating here. Troy Foseco on platform 2, opening with 440 pounds raw, ladies and gentlemen. We're still seeing the jury deliberate over there on platform 1. Wow.
Very fast, 200 kilos by Troy on platform 2.
All right,
we resume on platform 1.
Yep, so it looks like we're going to go to Mr. Noah Barbosa. And it looks like they are going to give Maxwell Mercer that relift. Yes, so they did not count that attempt. If you're following along on Lifting Cast, ladies and gentlemen, liftingcast.com/meets. Go ahead and check out the I think it's 2025 ASF Bench Bash is what you'll check it out. Yep. Noah Barbosa, excellent attempt there. 3 white lights.
So we see here that Maxwell Mercer has actually been moved to the end of the round, so he'll be retaking his second attempt bench press as soon as all these lifters are done taking their seconds. Arnold Barnett here taking us past the 500-pound mark in the raw bench press. And making it look smooth.
If you're checking out the action on platform 1, Natalie Richardson hanging with the big benchers, folks. 380 pounds. 380 pounds from Miss Natalie Richardson. I don't care if you're raw, I don't care if you're equipped or whatever. This is an insane bench press. Let's check it out. Oh my goodness. Blink and you miss it. Natalie Richardson, 3 white lights. Dare I say we might see a 400-pound bench from Miss Natalie Richardson.
Callistus Shizzle, one of our lifters who competed this past weekend.
Callistus out of Minnesota. Not too far of a drive. Oh my goodness, a raw bench press of 512 pounds for Callistus, 3 white lights. I'm always in awe of watching these power lifters in the bench sessions.
Believe it or not, that is not our heaviest bench press of the session. We got one more opening bench at 245 kilos for Daryl Funk.
245 kilos, ladies and gentlemen. We're talking 540 pounds.
Again, just off his opener, Daryl Funk is currently forecasted in second from just one bench press.
Here's Preston Savoy on platform 1. Now, like we said, Preston Savoy, once he's through with his attempts in this flight for the equipped portion, he will compete in our raw portion in the subsequent flight. But that was an easy second attempt there, 3 white lights. And it looks like Preston Savoy, if I am correct, it looks like he's taking this portion as kind of a warm-up for his following flight or his following attempts that we'll see in the next flight. Oh my goodness, Daryl Funk. And a closer grip. Closer grip as well. You have to respect it. 2 white lights. Wow. Jeff Sussman coming up to platform 1 here, getting set up. 440 pounds.
Jeff is a 4-time national champion in the bench.
Ooh, good work there, but I wonder if this angle you could kind of see the butt lift up a little bit. Oh, looks like the referees didn't. 3 white lights. That's why we're behind the mic. Jordan Hendricks on platform 2, going up 5 kilos to 90. Looking at about 198 pounds. And folks, I don't know if you guys are paying attention on the lifting cast. We hope you are, because Daryl Funk put in an attempt 257.5 kilos, which is 12.5 kilo increase, very sizable, but that puts him well within striking range of our current first placer, Todd Talford, by 0.03 on the forecasted dots points. And that's just off Daryl Funk's forecasted second attempt. Had he gone a little bit higher, might have put him in first, but I think we'll save the best for last. Bar's getting loaded up for Carlo Melendez on platform 1, 479 pounds.
Jennifer Wilcox coming up here on platform 2, 5 kilo jump to 110 kilos.
There we go, Carlo taking his time getting set up under there. You almost have to be very precise with these movements. You've got almost 500 pounds in your hands. You got to be careful and precise. Can Carlo find the lockout? Oh, it looks like the spotter's going to have to grab it. He started to shift to that right side. It's okay. He'll come back for his third and retake that. Shout out here to our spotters and loaders on platforms 1 and 2, decked out in the all-coveted A7 platform crew t-shirt. These folks have been working all weekend, so we thank them so much for taking the time out of their weekends, come on out to Columbus, Ohio, and spot and load some powerlifting. Coming out to platform 1, Lucas Pribble, 584 pounds, ladies and gentlemen.
Retaking his opening attempt bench weight.
And now we saw with Lucas, he got a little misgrooved on the descent. Let's see how he does.
Better touch there for Lucas.
Can he find
Can
the
he lock out
lockout?
those triceps?
Wow. 3 white lights. Lucas Pribble is on the board. Like we were saying, you know, it takes those very, very minute differences in your technique, and that can be the difference from missing 584 to benching almost 600 pounds.
And over on platform 2, Bryn Nevis, successful with 117.5 kilos, currently forecasted in 2nd place. We still have Natalie Richardson left to bench in the Raw division, which she'll do after she's done benching in the equipped. However, Bryn Nevis making her Arnold debut, forecasted in 2nd.
Nick Benrock is king of the big benches. Puts out phenomenal benching content on Instagram. Everybody should check him out. But what a number this is, ladies and gentlemen. 589 pounds for Nick Benrockis. This is currently our heaviest bench press attempt of the day, but we've still got some action going on platform 2. We haven't even gotten there yet. Excellent attempt there. We see referee Saber Schnitzer in the corner watching on diligently, and he approves of that attempt. That's going to be 3 white lights.
Moving past the 400 mark here on platform 2, Jackson Jones putting up a fight. Can he lock out those triceps?
Oh my goodness, what a fight.
Called to replace, but unfortunately it will not be locked out.
And an interesting point that brings up here, with the bench press, you are allowed to lock out one elbow after the other, so long as the bar doesn't have any downward motion at all throughout that pressing portion. So you can, in theory, almost completely lock out your left arm without locking out your right arm, but just so long as anything on the left arm doesn't drop back down, you can keep going.
Absolutely. Again, in powerlifting, these lifts do not need to look pretty. They just need to come up.
They don't have to look pretty, they just have to count.
Absolutely.
Here's Maxwell Mercer retaking his 2nd attempt on platform 1. He did get that relift, so like we said, he's going to do that attempt at the end of the flight here, and then he'll have about 5 or 6 minutes before his subsequent attempt.
And Ryan McDonald over on platform 2, who missed his 200 kilo opener, retakes that same weight and gets it on the board.
There we go. Maxwell Mercer, beautiful reattempt there. That's going to be a good lift. He's happy about that one. Gino is happy about that one. We are happy about that one. And we are now going to the top of the order. 3rd attempts, ladies and gents, on platform 1. Joy Mercer is going to take us up to an American record attempt at 51 kilos, 112.44 pounds. Currently solidified in 6th place, so this will keep her in that spot. However, coming home with an American record, that's nothing to sneeze at, ladies and gentlemen.
Very fast descent by Troy on platform 2, successful with 210 kilos.
It's interesting to see the different approaches that these lifters have with bench press. You know, you have some folks that have that very technical, very slow and methodical descent. And then you have lifters like Troy Fonseca who kind of have that a faster descent, kind of that, what's the call? Not a heave necessarily, because that would be a red light, but more of a sink to their bench press, giving them that extra momentum.
American record attempt here on platform 1 for Joy.
Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. She had about 4 or 5 more kilos in her. But that is a new American record for Miss Joy Mercer.
Coming into the competition, Joy's best was 48 kilos, and she ups that by 3 to 51. Very huge percentage increase there.
You said her best was 48 kilos?
Yes.
That means she broke her own American record. Mm-hmm. We love that. Arnold Barnett. 3 white lights. Excellent attempt there.
Just to put it into perspective here on platform 2, Arnold Barnett just benched 530 pounds raw, meaning no bench shirt. All he has is his wrist wraps, belt, and that is it.
A hope and a dream. Alyssa Saunders here, very slow, methodical descent here for 203 pounds. And see that press there. Once we got a little close to the head, we got to rely on the spotters and loaders there, but great save there. She still comes away with an 85-kilo bench press. Here's Callistus Schissel, a raw bench presser. And this is 534 pounds, folks. Can we find lockout Callistus? And he doesn't think he's got it. Signals to the spotters and loaders. Coming up next here is Elizabeth Richardson, taking 231 pounds. That's going to be a good lift. 3 white lights from Miss Elizabeth Richardson. Looks like he's coached there by Jeremy Hartman of Hartman Performance and Training.
And their heaviest bench press of the day so far in the Raw division, Daryl Funk taking a 12.5-kilo jump to 257.5, currently forecasted in second if successful with this attempt.
And again, he's only forecasted second by 0.03 dots points. So if this attempt is successful, his subsequent attempt will guarantee him that first. Oh, wow, interesting. Okay, so that's going to be a no lift here. And if you also watch, it looks like his heels came up just a little bit, and he tried to get that extra drive. So that's going to be a no lift. However, what would you do in order to get that first place spot? Obviously, you would have to go up a little bit, probably 260 in order to get that first place spot. But do you retake 257 to get on the board and stay in second?
Daryl's in a very interesting situation and a decision to make here. If he chooses to retake 257.5 kilos, he will remain in second place if successful. And we see here on Lifting Cast, he does retake it. However, if he did want to sneak into that first place spot, he would have needed to hit 260 kilos in order to edge Todd Telford in the dots placings.
Here's Jordan Hendricks retaking 90 kilos on platform 2. Rachel Hannon gets the lift off on platform 1.
Jordan Hendricks had grinding out, unable to get it up.
Wow. Rachel Hannon, very, very wide grip bench press there. I can respect it. I can respect it. And that's a good lift.
I got a chance to meet Rachel at Bench Nationals in South Carolina this past year.
Coming up next here, Maxwell Mercer. Like we said, he did have to do that retake, so this will actually be his 4th bench press attempt, and this will be an equipped Arizona State record. Currently forecasted in 7th place with this attempt. He will stay there. Mercedes Taylor on platform 2. Another master grip, close grip bench presser.
And with that, Mercedes ties her all-time best, 110 kilos.
Another one of our individuals. I believe she competed at the Bench World Cup as well last year. Maxwell Mercer, what a lockout there for 369 pounds, and he takes home another Arizona State record, 3 white lights.
Maxwell Mercer, who had to take a relift on his second attempt, still goes 3 for 3 on the bench press. Jennifer Wilcox up next here on platform 2, 115 kilos.
Very clean press out there from Miss Jennifer Wilcox. 115 kilos, 3 white lights. Here's Mr. Noah Barbosa. He's going to be taking 369 pounds as well, solidifying his spot in 5th place. Taking his time getting set up under the bar there. Noah Barbosa, having competed at our prior Youth Bench and Equip Nationals here at the Arnold Sports Festival, able to lock out 369 pounds, and that's going to be a good lift. Here's Bryn on platform 2. Good fight there from Bryn. Good grab there by the spotters and loaders. All right, folks. If you're following along on Lifting Cast, you know that that's not a normal increment we go by. It looks like we've got another American record attempt here. Natalie Richardson taking 183 kilos. That's 403 pounds. Natalie Richardson, coached by the Hartman Performance Training Team.
Natalie Richardson is already your Women's Equipped Open bench press champion, looking to extend her lead here. With this bench, will put her at a 170 dots coefficient score.
And what an American record this is, ladies and gentlemen. Natalie Richardson, 400 pounds. Here we go. Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know if you all are watching the same lifting competition I am, but Natalie Richardson just obliterated 183 kilos, 403 pounds, blowing a kiss to the crowd. Oh my goodness, what that's the fastest I've seen 403 move this whole session. Oh my goodness, especially for a 3rd attempt. Natalie Richardson, your equipped bench press champion.
Jackson Jones retaking 187.5.
Finding that lockout. Oh, looks like he just ran out of juice there. It's okay, he is still on the board with 180 kilos, his opening attempt. All right, here's Mr. Jeff Sussman, 473 pounds, equipped bench press. Good grab there by the spotters and loaders, just looked a little bit misgrooved there.
Ryan McDonald on 205 kilos, 451 pounds, raw.
Oh my goodness.
Puts up a great fight with that.
That was a very textbook bench press. I don't think there was much technically wrong with that one. Take a video, send it to your athletes, tell them this is the form you want. Ryan McDonald finishes out with 205 kilos. Here's Preston Savoy Jr. taking 473 pounds. This is going to put him into 4th place for the equipped bench press. This is his 2nd showing thus far at the Arnold Sports Festival. I think you said he'll be taking a total of 12 bench attempts this whole weekend, which is insane to think about. Good finish there by Preston Savoy. 3 white lights, putting him into 4th place.
Troy Fonseca looking to go 3 for 3 here on the bench press. Again, with that very fast descent, unable to lock out those triceps, but will still be credited with 210 kilos.
Hold up, wait a minute, something ain't right here. Platform 2, we've got a world record bench press attempt here, 247.5 kilos from Mr. Arnold Barnett.
Very important lift here for Brian Scott on platform 1. Needs to be successful with this attempt in order to post a total, a bench for this competition.
Come on, find the lockout, find the lockout. Oh, that's unfortunately not gonna go. It was a lot smoother off the chest with that one, but like we said, with the shirt, it's a lot harder to come by lockout. So unfortunately, Mr. Brian Scott not able to post a bench press for this session here.
Let's shift our attention here on platform 2. Arnold Barnett with a world record attempt, 247.5 kilos. Oh, and Arnold
Good grab there
unable
by
to
the
lock out
spotters.
those triceps.
I love seeing reactions coming off the bench press like, dang. He's okay, he's happy, and he's healthy. He comes up with 2 bench press attempts still. And now, folks, if you're following along on Lifting Cast, Daryl Funk did put in 2.5 kilos more for that third bench attempt after having missed that second, so he's going for it all.
And over on platform 1, Carlo E. Melendez is looking to extend his lead here in the podium position. He's currently sitting in 3rd, looking to just extend that lead with 222.5 kilos.
Callistus Schissel here going to not retaking. He missed that 242.5, still going up 5 kilos to 247.5 kilos. This will put him in, will keep him in 4th place if successful.
Just as a reminder, Callistus Schissel competed earlier this weekend, so he is taking multiple bench attempts here, looking to break another record.
And that's going to be a no lift for Carlo Melendez on platform 1. And same deal for Mr. Callistus, not able to find that lockout there. Good grab there by spotters and loaders on both platforms. And folks, we're coming up on our last final bench press attempt for the men's Raw Open bench press here at the Arnold Sports Festival. And Daryl Funk is going to finish us off with 260 kilos. He missed that second attempt, went up 2.5 kilos to put him in 1st place. He is going for it all with this attempt. He will beat Todd Talford by 1.5 dots points if successful. Oh, not to be outdone, Lucas Pribble here on platform 1, 600 pounds, ladies and gentlemen. 600-pound bench press. Let's watch it.
That press command.
Can he find the lockout? Yes, he can. Oh, wait, maybe.
Unable to lock out that
what a
few
fight.
inches.
Lucas Pribble, what a fight there. 600 pounds, you have to go for it. And now Mr. Daryl Funk. This will put him in 1st place. Let's see what he's got. Oh, that's going to be a no lift, unfortunately. And where else to go for it all than the Arnold Sports Festival, the bench bash.
Thanks, those spotters.
Absolutely a phenomenal run there. That's going to be the end of our action for the Arnold Bench Bash, the first session for this morning. Kevin, we saw some insane bench pressing over on platform 2, but we will have some more awesome bench pressing coming on later today, 12:30. It's going to be our fully equipped session, our full power session. So we'll have squat, bench, and deadlift. So be sure to check that out later on today. But insane bench pressing we've seen today. I mean, Daryl Funk going for it all towards the end there with increasing that second attempt, that missed second attempt. But we're still going on platform 1, so be sure to check out the action over there. Mr. Nick Benrakis